daughter with my looks and your brain?
Imagine the exact opposite.
And occasional Einstein Chuck Jr. has a special reason for wanting the part.
You met Marilyn Monroe, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
When did you meet Marilyn Monroe?
It was to be 1956 in Hollywood. When she was married to Billy Madison.
Yeah.
They were fabulous
I
days.
say the real good old days.
Yeah.
One thing was missing, me.
Imagine having a daughter with my looks and your brain?
Imagine having the exact opposite.
Susie Kennedy. 30-year-old Susie lives in South London and is Britain's most successful Marilyn Monroe lookalike. It's not just about being a peroxide pin-up, it's a way of life.
I didn't achieve this overnight. You have to think, right, I've got to buy costumes, I've got to get my hair done, you get a breakage in your hair, you've got makeup, you've got eyelashes, it's full on. And you can never change your hair. I'd like to think, do you know what, I feel like changing my hair today. You can't. You've got to stay in that time warp. Part of being a Monroe lookalike is not just the look. Obviously that's paramount, you have to do look like her. But your professionalism is more important. If you've not got the personality, don't bother becoming a lookalike. One moment you could be in a really lovely sunny country, glamour, everything being waited on. Then the next minute you could be walking around Romford shopping centre giving out flowers on Valentine's Day. Some people look at you and think, you know, why don't you get your own life, get your own identity? This is my identity. I just happen to look like someone who is famous, so I'm going to embrace it. I'm going to turn up the heat a bit on it to make a career out of it. Who wouldn't? You're mad if you don't.
So I get into the airport, and there's a man with 8 fingers holding a sign that says, Mr. Mc Manus. And he walks me past the plane load of folks that I flew in with who were lined up at the customs window to an empty customs window that says, VIP. And there I was, VIP. And they had the fanciest car on the island, and the driver, and an escort to the hotel. Marilansky's, the gangster's old hotel, and that's what we did to shoot. And it was a lot of fun. And after the shoot, we went out on the town and walked the old city and had a good time. And then the rest of the movie people left town, and I stayed on for a few days, just being a tourist, just drinking in the city, and it's a wonderful place, wonderful food. And at night I'd go and follow my ears and listen to music, and it was great. And then my last day, I'm walking around the city, and I hook up with this guy who's a European tourist, kind of 20-something, and we go to some bars and the museum, and kind of bond around life stories and stuff, and he tells me about his earlier life, and his both parents had tragically died when he was 14, and he raised himself. Tough childhood. And he had a broken marriage, kid he couldn't see. And we go sit by the Prada, the parade route, kind of a plaza, and all the people are out there. I love people watching, and we're talking, and this guy says, I want to tell you something. I said, yeah. And he says, I've never told anybody this. I don't know why I'm telling you. Yeah. He said, it happened a couple of years ago. I was in Turkey on holiday. He had gone down a little alley guy's not moving. And he killed the guy. And then he says,